Hello guys, welcome to Dark Reality. Today we are going to talk about one of the most important issue in the world. And this Iran war is also, I think, most of the people think it's connected to this issue. Yeah, you are thinking right. One of the most heinous crime in history. You think different countries' leaders are, wicked and they are very dangerous and this and that, blah blah blah. You are right. But today we are going to talk about something more dangerous than this. It's Epstein file. Yeah, you're right. Epstein files. You know, this is the most, powerful person in America in 2009, and he was arrested. His name was Jeffrey Epstein. But this was not just a normal criminal case. When the criminal do something wrong, they have some, you know, they have something dark on their faces, but not in this case. The criminal was, confident. He was like powerful man. And when the police dig into the accounts, when the police investigators start looking into this matter in depth, they come to know that this man, Jeffrey, is connected to one of the most world popular people, celebrities, royalty, and then the document came up. Thousands of pages, flight records, witness statements, secret contact list, and everything. But even after years of investigation, lawsuit, the worldwide media coverage, international media coverage, you know, that man, Jeffrey Epstein, was confident that he is going to, get out very easily from this. So now we talk about how Jeffrey Epstein became Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein did not, start as a rich or a famous guy. He was born in Brooklyn, New York in 1953. Most importantly, he was a teacher. He was a teacher before somehow he entered into the big money accounts, and he got connections with other people, powerful people, and that was very interesting, as a simple ordinary school teacher, now he's become a world most powerful person in the world, and he's doing whatever he wants. And importantly, he never finished college, yet he quickly surrounded himself with the ultra wealthy people and politically powerful people around him. Over time, Epstein built close relationship with influential people around the world. Photos showed him with famous businessmen, politicians, and celebrities. And with the passage of time, he earned a lot of money. Too much money. Whenever you have too much money, it's bad. He owned several luxury homes, private jet, and most famously, a private island in the Caribbean that would later become the center of horrifying accusations. To outsiders, Epstein seemed untouchable, rich, connected, protected. But behind all these luxuries, all these powerful, phenomena, investigators would eventually uncover his face in the world. In the mid-2000s, police in Florida started investigation reports involving underage girls. Several victims accused Epstein of trafficking. According to the report, young girls were allegedly recruited and brought to the Epstein home. As more witnesses came forward, investigators began to believe the operation was much bigger than just one person. But then something shocking happened in 2008. Epstein was given a controversial plea deal, and this was, outstanding thing. A person who is getting plea, is going outside of prison. It's very interesting. Instead of possibly spending life in prison, he came out after spending few years, short time, and according to some reports, there was some, privileges in the prison. This is very dark reality of justice system in the world. Many believed Epstein had treated differently because of his money and status and his connection with wealthy people, celebrities, and most powerful people in the world. But victims kept speaking out. Eventually, the story came back louder than ever, and world was listening. In July 2019, Epstein was arrested again. Federal prosecutors said he ran a large trafficking network involving minors. Suddenly, the case was all over the international media, national media, news helicopters. The news helicopter flew over his mansion. Reporters crowded reporters crowded outside courthouses. The internet was obsessed with one question: who else was connected to him? And there is a very long list, and you must believe it. Investigators took photographs, documents, CDs, hard drives, and contact book from Epstein property. Then people found something even more disturbing: flight logs. Who is coming, who is going, when he's coming. Those records that appear to be show many famous people traveling to Epstein's private jet. Every new court filing made headlines. Every leaked document sparked new theories. And soon, people called the growing collection of evidence the Epstein files. How this term came into being, Epstein files were not a single document. They included court records, witness statement, contact books, pilot log, emails, and legal filing released over many years. Some names that appeared in the document had innocent explanation. Others became the subject of intense public speculation. And this was important. Being mentioned in a document or flight log does not automatically mean someone did something criminal. But the sheer number of powerful connections shocked the public. Why was Epstein connected to so many influential people? Here is the question. How did he get access to the world's most elite circle? Another question. How did he avoid serious punishment for so long? Another question. The file also continued disturbing testimony from victims. Some described manipulation, threats, and a system designed to protect powerful people. You must believe that. You must agree with me. As more documents were made public, social media filled with theories. Some were based on real facts. Others crossed into dangerous misinformation. The mystery surrounding Epstein grew bigger than the criminal case itself. Because now people were just investigating Epstein. They were questioning the entire system that surrounded him. Then came the moment that changed everything. On August 10th, 2009, Epstein was found dead in his jail cell. Authorities said it was suicide, but almost immediately controversy spread online. Security camera had malfunctioned. Security cameras had malfunctioned. Guards had reportedly fallen asleep. question arose about jail procedures. Conspiracy theories spread across internet faster than almost any story in modern history. Millions of people refused to believe the official statement. Memes flooded social media platforms. Podcasts, documentaries, and YouTube videos appeared everywhere. And suddenly, the Epstein case became more than just a criminal investigation. It became one of the most biggest unsolved mystery on the internet. Even today, people think debate. Even today, people still debate what really happened in that jail cell. Is it possible the world's most powerful person got killed or he committed suicide? When you commit suicide, it's because of your conscience. When your conscience is blaming you that you did something wrong, then you commit suicide. But in this case, when you are very used to of one sin, your conscience become used to of it, and your conscience doesn't blame you anymore. So in this case, it's very illogical that how a person who is already committing crime, and suddenly at the last moment he killed himself. Years later, the Epstein files still capture the world attention, not only because of the crime themselves, but because the case showed how power, money, and connection can influence the justice system. This is a big question mark on the world justice system, on America's justice system. How many people Epstein become a symbol of elite protection and hidden corruption? The story also showed how victims can struggle for years before anyone listens to them. And even now, new documents and court release continue making headlines. This case has inspired documentaries, investigations, books, and endless online discussion. Some people focus on verified facts, and others fall into conspiracy theories. But no matter what people believe, one fact cannot be denied. That is, the Epstein case changed how many million of people. The Epstein case changed how millions of people see those in power. Because when one man had connection reaching into politics, business, royalty, and entertainment, people start asking how much goes on behind closed doors that the public never get to see. Epstein files remain one of the darkest and most controversial. Epstein file remain one of the darkest and most controversial scandal in modern American history. A story filled with money, power, and mystery, and unanswered questions. Some believe truth has already come out. Others believe the real story is still being hidden. Some people think the Iran war started because to convert the mind of the people into another war so they don't answer or questions themselves, to the powerful people. But one thing is certain, the world may never fully stop searching for answers. Somewhere inside thousands of pages of documents, flight logs, and sealed records, the full truth may still be waiting to be found. This is dark realities. And thank you so much guys if you watched my video, and subscribe for more dark history, unsolved cases, and terrifying true stories. Sometimes the most disturbing secrets are the ones hidden in plain sight. Thank you.